Welcome back to the JBV podcast. James, today it's time for more Reddit stories.
All right, I'm ready.
More Am I the A-hole? First up, am I the a-hole for not letting my roommate's boyfriend use my car, even though it made him miss a job interview? Off the bat, I'm saying no.
Yeah.
It's your car. But
Yeah.
let's figure it out. So I, 25 female, share an apartment with my roommate Jess, 24. We generally get along okay, but she started dating this guy Kyle a few months ago, and he's been around constantly. Doesn't live here officially, but he's here 5 to 6 nights a week, eats our food, uses our stuff, and never really contributes to anything. It's annoying, but I've tolerated it to keep the peace. Kyle sounds like a real D-bag.
Yeah, he
I don't like this guy already.
he does not. No, I feel like he should be contributing. If
He should be paying rent 5, 6 nights a week.
What is he doing? He's eating.
I own a car, which I use for work, errands, and occasional weekend trips. Jess doesn't have a car, and neither does Kyle. Last week, Kyle asked me very last minute if he could borrow my car to drive to a job interview. I asked a few questions: where it was, how far, how long he'd need it, and it turned out he'd be needing it during a time I already told Jess I had a doctor's appointment across town. I said sorry, but I needed it and couldn't change my appointment. Okay, so, you're willing to even, entertain the idea, which is super nice, because you don't have to do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have.
No, I wouldn't ask him, where it is. I'd just be like, no, get your own...
No, I gotta go to a doctor's appointment, bro.
Get your own f***ing car. Yeah, so, I mean, this is just not your issue.
You have to go to a doctor's appointment.
And it's your car.
Yeah, it's your car, and not his.
Kyle needs a job. Well,
Yeah.
I guess he's trying. He's trying to get one.
He's trying to.
He needs to be able to do that without your car.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
She's got stuff to do.
Okay, so he got pissed and said I was being selfish and ruining his shot at a better life. Jess backed him up, saying I could use Uber to the doctor just this once because his interview was more important than my checkup. Okay, so he could Uber to the doctor. He can Uber to his interview.
Why can't he Uber?
He can, because I bet he has no money for an Uber.
Yeah, probably.
So we're going to borrow your car, and by the way, go ahead and buy yourself an Uber to your doctor's while we eat all your food. I hate these people. I hate both of them now.
Yeah.
At first, I just hated Kyle.
But now I hate Jess and Kyle.
Now I hate Jess and Kyle. They're both D-bags.
Why is she even backing Kyle up?
They're getting close to get wrecked territory, but they're not there yet.
Not yet, but maybe.
But maybe. We'll see. I said no. I'm not comfortable with lending my car to someone I barely know. That's what you should have said to begin with, honestly. Especially not for a time I already need it. I don't owe him that. No, you don't. They both sulked and gave me the cold shoulder for days. Good. At least they're staying out of your way.
Yeah.
Kyle apparently missed the interview because he couldn't find a ride. Apparently he doesn't know how to download Uber. And is now blaming me for ruining his future. Okay.
Just get another interview.
Get another roommate and... get another interview, but also
Get new friends.
Get new friends. Get new friends. You need new friends. These aren't friends. These are dick bags. Okay.
Fake friends.
I feel a little bad because I could have changed my appointment if I really wanted to, but also it's my car, my schedule, and I don't think I should have to up in my plans for someone who doesn't even live here. Am I the asshole? No, you are not.
Yeah, no, you're not.
No, you're not. You're good. Kyle's a jerk. Kyle is a little, I call them maybes. They're man babies. Maybes.
Maybe.
Kyle is a big old maybe.
All right.
And I'm going to save, I'm hoping I can save my get wrecked for someone later we'll see.
Yeah.
But he didn't quite get to that standard. He's just annoying and young and dumb. And so,
it's her car. She's got to go to an appointment.
Let's read some comments here. Let's see what people are saying. Not the asshole. You were going to be using your own car at the time he asked you to borrow it, and even if you weren't obligated to lend someone your car, or your vehicle just because they ask. That's right.
Yep.
That's what we said. Yeah. OP needs to stop keeping the peace. All it does is make your entire life garbage. Stand up for yourself. Demand that you pay his way. Yes. Yes. Listen to Reddit. Listen to us. Ditch the roommate, or start having Kyle and her, pitch in a little bit more.
Tell them to get an Uber.
All right, next up. Am I the asshole for not spending my birthday with my wife?
That you already sound like. You already sound like it. Well,
yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, unless your wife is like out of the country or in a coma, and even then, yeah, you should probably be with her.
Unless you couldn't.
I mean, well, out of the country, yeah. If she's in a coma, you should be at the hospital. But
Yeah, she's in. You should go.
I'm gonna assume if this was an argument that she's not.
Yeah.
So here we go.
All right, let's see.
So on my birthday, I spent most of the day either with my kids, that's nice, or with my friends. Okay. Kids were home today, so from like when they woke up to when, so from like, how old is this guy? Let's say, okay. So from like when they woke up to when school would usually end, they were with me. My wife had some stuff to do at the office and was gone from 9 to 5, but I saw her in the morning. Okay. When my wife came back from work, I told her I was going to head out to meet up with some friends, which she already knew, but I guess she thought I'd be gone for less time than I actually was. I left around 5:45 and came back closer to 11 to 11:15. So you spent the entire afternoon, evening away from your wife on your birthday.
That's a bit long.
It's not only, I mean, yeah, it is, but like, why didn't she just come with you? It's your birthday.
Yeah, I don't even know. Let's just keep.
Yeah.
Let's see.
When I come back, my wife is still awake and in the living room, pretty upset. Yeah, I'd say so. I didn't make any time for her during the day. She said that she wanted to get up to some stuff with me, whatever that means. It means sex, you dildo. Oh my God. And I ruined it for her. She just gave me my gift and then went to sleep. You're lucky you even still got the gift.
Yeah, you should have made time in the day to hang out with her.
You shouldn't even have to like think about I need to make time for my wife. Like,
yeah.
This is just really shitty behavior.
Should have been the first thing you did.
That's right. I feel I'm not wrong because it's my birthday and I thought everyone was happy. I spent most of the day with my kids and I got to hang out with my friends. She feels differently though. Yeah, you're the asshole, bro.
You thought wrong.
You thought wrong, bitch. Sorry, man. Like, that's just, look, if you don't value your partner enough to want to spend your birthday with them, maybe you should really evaluate more than just like this day and this argument.
Yeah.
Like, maybe you shouldn't be married to this person.
I agree.
You know, that should be, your thought should immediately be like, how can I spend time with my wife on my birthday? Wow. Let's see what people say.
All right.
Let's see. You're the asshole. I think your behavior is really passive aggressive. Basically, your nonverbal message to your wife is, on my special day, I want to spend time with everyone except you. Exactly.
Yep.
Your behavior, which is nonverbal, defensive, but clear, speaks volumes. It comes across as deliberately neglectful, as a deliberately neglectful gesture when you disappear for 5.5 hours without explanation or a return time and leave her hanging.
Mm-hmm.
Your behavior to me screams that you don't like your wife. If I were her, I'd be seriously rethinking my marriage to you. From her perspective, her marriage must be so lonely, cold, and overwhelmingly emotionally neglectful. I couldn't stand to be here. I couldn't stand to be her, excuse me. I hope you open your eyes, because guys who act like this also end up in the future shocked and scared, saying the divorce came out of nowhere. She blindsided me. Yeah, dude. Again, I think maybe you're just dumb.
Yeah.
And didn't mean it like, you know, maybe you love your wife and you're just an idiot, and that's fine. It's to me, I'm being really nice today. Like, I don't feel anyone's like rise to get wrecked territory.
Yeah.
But you do need to like start paying attention to your wife, okay? Because that's a loser move. It was a loser dickhead thing to do, and you need to do better.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Should have made time for her.
Absolutely. Okay, and finally, am I the asshole for dirtying up my school bathroom? I, 17 male, go to a high school in New Jersey, and during my 6th period class, AP Physics C, which is a double period, I went to go use the restroom. Out of the 10 period days in my school, the ones in the middle tend to be the most popular periods for students to have a free period or lunch. Luckily for me, I decided to take Physics C, which gets rid of my free period. LOL. With this, a lot of kids go to the bathroom to vape and just hang out. Kids are stupid.
Yeah.
All right. I'm a shy bathroom user, so I usually go to the stall so the students who loiter don't disrupt my stream. I'm not gonna
stream.
All right. Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go too deeply into this, but usually my pee streams aren't fully straight, so it's already pretty hard to aim.
Is this thing crooked?
I don't know, man. Sorry for the weirdness. I just wanted to put some details. All right, fair enough. With this, the kids decided to mess around with other stalls with people. And eventually, it was me who was midstream. They decided to bang on my door, and I flinched, making the stream hit the toilet paper, which is just way too close to the toilet, in my opinion. Really? Really? Is the toilet paper too close to the toilet?
It should not be that hard to aim.
If you're so far outside the bowl, I don't care if it's like hovering just above the bowl. Like, you should easily be able to miss the toilet paper roll.
Yeah.
But okay. Weird stream, I get it. At that moment, I got so mad at them, I just said, screw it, and started streaming everywhere on purpose. Hoping to get them in trouble and blaming it on them later.
What?
Dude, that's someone's going to have to actually clean that up. And so you can get wrecked. Get wrecked! Like,
Finally.
It's such a dick move. What a loser. Oh my God.
This defense
I
mechanism.
can't aim and they scared me, so now I'm going to pee on everything.
They scared me.
You're a freaking
They
D-bag.
scared me so I pissed everywhere.
That sadly backfired really bad as they immediately realized that I started doing it on purpose. Do you think? Next period, I got sent to the dean, and now I have lunch detention for a week. You should have been,
What?
you should have been like expelled for a week. I don't.
Why'd you just start
You should be
peeing?
expelled from the bathroom.
I mean, you're gonna bang on my door? I'm gonna start peeing everywhere.
No bathroom privileges for you for the rest of the year. That's what I would say. You just gotta wear a diaper with your weird ass stream. Let's see what the comments say.
All right.
You're the asshole. You pissed all over the bathroom out of spite. Disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the asshole at 17. That's right. He's 17. I forgot.
But why is he just?
He's not. I'm like, I thought I was calling like a 14-year-old a d-bag. No, you're 17. You're almost an adult, and this was your move? Was to just piss on everything? Oh my God. What is wrong with your generation?
Hey.
You're the asshole at 17. You can't reliably hit. If it's 17, you can't reliably hit the toilet bowl. You need to sit down to pee. No shit.
Yeah.
You know, I do that sometimes anyways because I'm lazy, but and pissing everywhere just because you can is 100% worthy of detention. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. All right. So you're our get wrecked of the day. Finally.
Glad we got to get that in.
Yeah, I thought we maybe not. We weren't gonna get there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't think there was a worse thing today than literally intentionally peeing all over a bathroom.
Yeah.
This is just, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for joining us for another exciting edition of Am I the Asshole, or Am I the Dickbag, or Will I be the Get Wrecked awardee? As we always say here on the JBV podcast, we dream a little.
We play the fiddle.
We don't draw. We just scribble.